He's right on me, Up him.
Hey, what's up guys, F.A.Q here with another weapon guide for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and today we're gonna take a look at the infamous S686 Double Barrel Shotgun. Although I like to know the quote-unquote official stats for every gun in Battlegrounds, I will carefully think about posting and talking about the official damage stats for any future reviews, and here's why. If you are playing Battlegrounds on a regular basis, you are most likely a victim of a poorly optimized netcode, which a lot of times results in you getting killed in situations where you were 100% the one who shot first and dealt more damage. And I don't mean with a pistol, I mean with either a shotgun or a 7.62 headshot to someone who wasn't wearing a helmet, yet somehow you were the one going back to the lobby or just spectating your friend. So before we get into more detail about this weapon, I hope this is a good enough reason to leave the shitty stats out, at least until the server connection is more stable and the overall close range PvP performance improves. Which has nothing to do with us, the players, we just play. And rage. I'll elaborate some more. No matter what equipment you have, we'll take both level 3 armor and the level 3 helmet for example, you cannot survive 2 shots from the double barrel. To elaborate some more, you can, but they either have to hit your arms or legs or just botch the shot where the spread is very bad and the major part of the buckshot actually misses. But when used the right way, close range, defense, just watching corners when you know somebody is coming, there is no way to survive the double tap of this rifle. The two attachments that the double barrel supports are the bullet loops, which significantly reduce the reload time, and the choke, which slightly increases the range of your shots by reducing the spread, making this rifle almost completely viable for mid-range combat. And before you say anything like, "This gun sucks," at least just hear me out. Yes, you only have 2 chances to take someone out. You can't fit a scope nor a suppressor, but you can keep trespassers off of your lawn easy. In early stages of the round, this gun is gonna be your best friend, and of course depending on where you land, but let's take an urban area for example, Pochinki, Milta, Severny, just any town with 10 plus houses. I am in no way promoting camping, on contrary, it's very easy to breach a house with the double barrel, as well as defend yourself. As every weapon, it has both pros and cons, and oh, this one is flawed in many ways, but I'll get to that in a minute. Playing solo lets you shine with the double barrel. Here's why. You have 2 shots to hit someone. Let's say you have some cover. Even if you miss because they are maybe too far away, you can easily take cover, reload, and try again, or just switch to your secondary if you have one. If they push you, like I said, you have 2 chances. If they also have a shotgun, well, cannot help you there, sorry, but just dance around. Don't ever stand still when using the double barrel. Duos, also viable. The bad thing is, if your teammate gets downed and you're being pushed by 2 guys, this is when it gets a bit tricky. If you're lucky enough to down one with a single shot, maybe you're that good to kill the other one as well. But most of the time, and I'm speaking from personal experience, I panic and unload both shots on the first guy, resulting in queuing up for another game. In the clip you're watching, I was very lucky as this guy was everything that was left of his team. But you get what I'm saying. You'll probably be fine if you have the bullet loops and just enough time to reload. And I'm not promoting this as the best secondary weapon, but I myself enjoy playing with the double barrel very much, cause getting kills with any other weapon just doesn't feel as rewarding. Of course, headshots with the bolt action rifle are something completely different, but I'll actually say a thing or two about that as well, in combination with the double barrel of course. To finish the solo duo squad rambling, in squads the double barrel isn't that useful, depending on the terrain and the almighty circle of course, and kinda bypassing the situation where you just spawned in. Most of the firefights will take place in open areas with trees being your only cover, and the most used loadout being an assault rifle in a combination with either an SKS or a Kar 98 means that you pretty much put yourself in a saucy spot if you have the double barrel as a secondary. I find it very useful in a before mentioned situation where I'm starring as Hodor. I'm just holding the door and the stairs. But even so, I got a train of teammates behind me cause you know, Another team of 4 is pushing the building and I only have 2 shots. So my advice for squad games would be to grab the S686 only if you have to. That's in the beginning, of course, and maybe stick to it if you prefer staying in a house if the zone allows that. I said I'm gonna give you an example of the double barrel in a combination with a bolt action rifle. That sounds really bad. It just sounds like the worst choice ever. But in this situation, my positioning was pretty much the only thing that let me make this play out in my advantage. This was a squad game and I was the last one alive. I had a Kar 98 and the double barrel, which kept me alive so far. The only way this combo can work is to knock people out with headshots from Kar 98 and defend yourself from the inevitable counter push with the double barrel. I managed to knock 2 out with the Kar, waited until the third one was close enough to go down from a single 12 gauge shot, and I did have a choke by the way, and the fourth guy had no chance but to try and revive one of his teammates, but he saw some other people and got killed too. All joking aside, this was an extremely lucky situation for me, but nonetheless, my point is you have to make the plays. I could have easily made a mistake, or even if I had an assault rifle, I would have needed much more than 1 shot to knock out the third guy, giving them more time to get a hold of my position. Again, I was very lucky, but hey, it's Battlegrounds. I also found that people experience a kind of shock when they hear or see that you have a double barrel past mid-game. They will either think you're stupid and could not find any better gear, or you're just hiding something, you sneaky little bastard, you. I finished approximately 90% of my games with one of my guns being a double barrel, and I do it because I simply like this gun. I like to move, I like to rush, and I like to jump and shoot, and I just love the reload animation. Compared to the other 2 shotguns, I think the S12K or the Saiga is the best choice when choosing a shotgun because, you know, suppressor, extended mag, maybe even a scope, decent fire rate, and the pump action, I kinda hate the fire rate on that thing, but I'll talk some more about the 2 some other time. Providing you have the choke attachment, don't be afraid to take some longer range shots. I only took them because I was curious as to how far the 12 gauge is gonna travel, and I was quite surprised by the results. I don't know what other players think of this gun, and I will be glad to hear what you guys think. As I already said, it's one of my favorite weapons. Yeah, I'll never pass on a suppressed assault rifle, and it is stupid to assume that the double barrel can be used in every situation, because it's just not the case, but if I remember all the situations I wished I had the double barrel, yeah, good times. I pretty much have enough footage to make a review of every single weapon in Battlegrounds, so go ahead and make a suggestion, I'm all ears. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking this video out, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.